And welcome back to more Sonic Generations! Last time, we got through Rooftop Run and Act 1 of Planet Wisp. So this time, we're going to try out Act 2. So, while we were going through Act 1, I kind of criticized the choice of Planet Wisp for one of the final levels in the game, but I will say, it's a very pretty level. Sonic Colors in general is a game that I wish would get re-released, because it was only on Wii. It was never brought over to PC, unlike Sonic Lost World, which was originally a Wii U exclusive. I think Sonic Colors would be great with slightly spiffier graphics and also mod support on PC. So I hope someday they will eventually bring this game either to PC or even current gen. Like, I would love to play Colors on like a Switch or like a PS4. Maybe even raise the frame rate up to like 60 FPS instead of 30. And yeah, I think it would actually be a very cool looking game. On current gen. Like, I think it would still hold up pretty well. In general, I feel like the starting area of Planet Wisp is more exciting than the later area. Basically, the industrial area I find to be a little bit less exciting than the actual planet itself. And in both Colors and Generations, you spend more time, I feel like, in the industrial part, which is kind of a shame. I do feel like more of the modern stage is spent outdoors, which is nice. So we had a cannon down there in case we messed up that homing attack. But here we have our next Wisp, the Rocket Wisp. Oh, you're supposed to release triangle. Okay, I just held it and it didn't do anything. Good to know. So now we're back in a 2D section. Again, Sonic Colors is so 2D centric that it's almost less exciting having a lot of 2D. Like, I would prefer more of a 3D interpretation just because it actually would have been more unique. I really like Sonic Colors, but in general I do agree with the criticisms that it is a largely 2D, 3D Sonic game. Compared to even like Unleashed, where Unleashed I'd say is like a 3D Sonic with 2D sections. Colors is a 2D Sonic game with 3D sections, basically. But it's still very fun for what it is. I've gone back and forth of which game I like better between this and Colors, and from a gameplay standpoint, I do like this game better than Colors. I think the level design is a lot better. But I do miss the writing of Sonic Colors, as this game's story has been very minimalistic so far, and the writing has been relatively underwhelming and just kind of exposition for the most part. Here we have a quick step section. I could boost, but I don't really want to fall down. I'd like to get one red ring here, since we missed out on all the rings in Act 1. So yeah, this is another level where going for the red rings is kind of a pain, and part of the reason why I really don't want to go after them. Because I remember this requiring multiple playthroughs because of like upper and lower pathways, and it's just kind of annoying. Alright, let's launch up here. I suppose this is actually not a bad time to talk about the PC version and mod supports, because like most Sonic games, this game has a very active modding scene. So the Wisps actually have made it possible to bring over some of Colors stages into Generations, which is honestly really cool. I took damage and yet made it through the ring, so that kind of worked out, but kind of didn't. We can boost here to speed along these platforms, like so. Let's boost up here, let's follow this trail of rings, basically, and we get a red ring. So yeah, we're doing a lot better in this stage than Act 1, which isn't surprising to me because I'm not the biggest fan of Act 1. Act 2 is fine, Act 1 is kind of not great, I find, just because of like the Spike Wisp being a little bit unwieldy, and in general, again, Sonic Colors, despite being very 2D, or because it's very 2D centric, it almost feels less interesting not having the boost as an example, or more Wisp powers. So So yeah, in general, people have also brought over most of the daytime stages, I think all of the daytime stages, including the optional acts from Unleashed, into Generations, and have even done some other graphical tweaks as well, because if I'm not mistaken, this game's visuals were actually toned down a bit from Unleashed, because frankly Unleashed ran very poorly at times. So the reason this game actually holds a stable frame rate for the most part is because they actually dialed back the Hedgehog engine a little bit. So here we need to break through this area, and it's actually collapsing, so we need to quickly get another Wisp and rocket through this next section here, like so. And from here, we need another Wisp to launch ourselves even further up to the top of this area. And there's the goal. If we can actually climb up there. There we go. So yeah, overall I do prefer this to the classic stage a lot, actually. This is honestly a pretty fun stage to go through.
Dude, there's the emerald! Pretty slick move, huh?
I was scared because somebody took me, but now I'm free! I'm a free bee! Free bee! Free bee! Whee! Oh, hey!
Come on, Sonic, let's keep the party rolling! Challenge Act Gates have appeared. Got song, It Doesn't Matter, from Sonic Adventure. You got artwork 26. I'm actually just assuming it's the SA1 version of It Doesn't Matter. That's usually the one they add into games. It could be the SA2 one, but I feel like that's less likely. So up here is another Chaos Emerald. Sonic, is that really you? Or are you some kind of fake sent for the Chaos Emeralds? And our third and final rival battle is with Silver the Hedgehog. Honestly, this fight isn't terrible, and a lot of that's relative, because, to put it bluntly, this is still way better than the 06 fight, at the very least. We have to homing attack this debris to make it up to Silver, but actually messed up that homing attack because I started that chain too late. Here, we have to carefully dodge these falling objects there, and jump over this little blade attack, like so. So yeah, there's kind of a lot of waiting in this fight. Ow. Yeah, this could be going a lot better. This is probably going to be an A rank, because I am going way slower than I should be here. Here we go. Alright, so we've dealt a little bit of damage at least, but not a lot. So what's he going to try this time?
Across the cars to get to Silver as fast as you can.
Alright, this is kind of fun. We basically have to use these, like so. Alright, so that's 2 hits. I actually don't remember how much this takes. So, probably, I think it's 3 hits. So probably one more phase to go through. This one is a vertical, attack. So we have to actually sidestep, and the other one we have to jump over. I like how this is set in Crisis City, even though we don't fight Silver in Crisis City in 06, we fight him in Soliana. So not entirely accurate. Alright, so now what? Alright, so we're back to this phase. He also doesn't say it's no use, which I feel like is a major missed opportunity. I feel like they should have just embraced the meme and had him say it, to be honest, even though it's not a very good line, or well-remembered line. Alright, so... homing attacks, or this? Okay, so we need to run up again, like so, or take damage. Wow, for some reason the lock-on was not showing up. I was just barely out of range, I guess. This should work out, though. Alright, so that's what, 4 hits? Alright, so now we're in the final phase. We basically need to run away from this giant boulder of debris and make our way to Silver. That is a very generous time limit based on how long that took compared to how long it normally takes me, but we still got another S rank. You got a Chaos Emerald. Alright, so we only have one more emerald to find, so let's start working on some challenges. Let's try this one. Switcheroo, put your brain to the test by hitting switches to get to the goal in time. Alright, we have 400 seconds to get through here. That's plenty of time, I think. I like how there's a lot of slowdown because of how many Iblis worms are all over the place. So yeah, in general, there's kind of a pattern so far of like a rival battle and a boss battle, so it kind of makes sense having to get the Chaos Emerald just from completing Planet Wisp, because there are an even number of bosses and rivals. So yeah, it's kind of weird that we're just kind of given the last Chaos Emerald by comparison, but oh well. So let's homing attack this to send ourselves over to this area, where we have another set of switches. Can I actually skip this? I can, but is there any point to doing that? Oh, it actually deactivates it, that's interesting. So yeah, I think I actually skipped ahead a little bit, which might help out in a bit. We'll have to wait and see, actually, if that actually helps. I missed the double jump from Sonic Colors. It's honestly really helpful. And yeah, I do miss that. I like having the air dash though from Unleashed. But still, I kind of would have liked to have both options, to be honest. I'm not sure if there would be an easy way to implement that though. Alright, there we go. So up here, we need to turn off this switch and this switch. Or just this switch? Yeah, just that switch. To get another time extension here. And we should almost be to the goal. It's right down there, so let's drop down and head over. Barely missed out on the S rank time. So let's collect this. It's another art piece, I assume, based on the color of the the music note. One trick you could use is simply wait for it to return like that, and try to grab it on the way back to the bell, because it basically makes a loop around the area. So it's coming back. You got artwork 45. Alright, so let's head over to Spagonia. Endless Boost. Boost to the goal before time runs out to earn the Endless Boost skill. I'll be honest, I don't have positive memories of this challenge, so I have no idea how well this is going to go. I think it's actually going to go somewhat poorly. Luckily, you don't actually lose lives in challenges. I'm kind of having to claw hand the controller right now. Let's try that again. As I was saying, because of having to slide under the blades and boost at the same time, I'm having to kind of claw hand the controller, which isn't ideal, obviously. So like so, gotta dodge that. Also, yeah, we're not picking up any rings, I noticed. We're actually still at 0 rings. So let's be a little bit careful. Alright, so we have another encounter with Flying Battery. Have to dodge all the spiked barrels to the goal. I'm almost impressed it only took 2 tries. I got some new skills in stock. Come by the skill shop to check them out. Alright, this is another song. Let's grab the key while we're waiting. I can't actually hear it moving around. Some of them make 2 passes around the bell. I think this is only going to make 1 pass, so we have to be ready for this. Like so. Got song, Sweet Mountain from Sonic Colors. Alright, so that means we only have 1 more challenge to go, and that is for Planet Wisp. But I think we'll actually collect the final key from this challenge, and probably fight the boss next time. So thank you for watching, and I hope you'll join me next time for more Sonic Generations.